You know, lads and ladies, I've been recording a lot more videos like this in recent times. I've done one on TSM, on FaZe Clan, now 100 Thieves. If you guys like this format for a nice little weekend video around one particular organization who is maybe under a lot of different events in a short period of time, leave a like or a comment down below. I figure because here at Esports Talk, we talk about esports and gaming news, why not break down a team out there who's been involved in a pretty interesting week, that being 100 Thieves. Yes, a series of ups and downs. Latest when I talked about this was FaZe Clan, when they had a doozy of events. And of course, yes, the biggest of which for 100 Thieves this past week involved Valorant, two separate cases, a battle against not only Sentinels Shazam, but more importantly, against Riot Games themselves. And it was wild. I think we all enjoyed watching it go down. As a brief TLDR, it's actually Riot Game issuing a competitive ruling against 100 Thieves and their coach Frost for apparently threatening to leverage their players' social medias against Riot Games during a delay in a Valorant Masters matchup against Immortals over a ping issue, also issuing a $5,000 fine, of which 100 Thieves respond with their own post denying these allegations, as well as saying they were not really happy about the way that Riot addressed the situation, even more so dropping a video of their own. And I'll play for you guys a short clip of this, but it was actually Coach Frost in that call during the delay defending his boys.
Yeah.
So like, let's just wait. Why are they not just talking?
They are now.
Oh, okay.
But it has to apply in the exact same way, Joseph. You can't just arbitrarily change the rules. And if you're going to do that, then we can fight back by just literally not playing. And if you DC against us, or if you give us a DC, you're in a bigger shitstorm than we are. The fact of the matter is, you made a decision in a ruling for TSM. And now, that for TSM is being changed arbitrarily.
To which Riot was like, yeah, we have a response. We're just going to edit, say we have 3 witnesses, the coach admitting to it. Alongside that, 100 Thieves denying to send us the full video outside of just 4 minutes. And by the way, we just think this matter is closed. Ever since then, 100 Thieves, no response. I don't think we'll get a response on that. It is what it is. 5,000 bucks, sell a few hoodies, and pay that sucker off. Now, we also talked about a story resulting late 2020 around the First Strike time. Sentinels, a top North American team. 100 Thieves, especially a top name at that, as they go on to win First Strike. It was around that same time in that run, they take down Sentinels, and Shazam was not too happy about the trash talk that went down around the same time he lost his father. Now, I think even he knows this. None of that trash talk pertained to that situation, but it was around the same time. So it's something that he just never respected.
We've been the best team in NA before this tournament, too. Can I get a frenzy, Phoenix?
I'm gonna door close.
Thanks.
Thieves was not.
Weapon here.
Top in middle. Darted. 2 tagged. He's bottom left mid.
Ground. Lock in
Reyna's
sight.
mid, too.
Enemy kill.
Nice.
Silva's on B.
Mr. Moore, thanks for the prime sub.
Planted. Deploying.
Oh, look, 100 Thieves is a good team, and I respect them. But they
Both haven't.
they won First Strike. They beat us by 1 round.
One enemy remaining.
Have it.
If we won 1 round, it would have been a 2-0 in our favor. They barely scraped by us when knowing our situation, and still went on Twitter to talk a bunch of shit when they beat us. Knowing that my dad died and I couldn't play for 2 weeks, they still talk shit after barely scraping by us in First Strike. And talk shit on Twitter.
Just, you know, from
They haven't won shit since.
And I'll move on from that one because Shazam and Steel have a historical beef and rivalry between those two, stemming back from Counter-Strike days years and years ago. So I think that's going to continue to paint itself, and we'll see how they do between 100 Thieves and Sentinels for Valorant. Boom, Valorant stuff's out of the way. We move into, of course, LA Thieves for Call of Duty. It was the exact opposite of what the Rocker were blessed with, that being a new player in terms of Standy coming in for Major Maniac, and in his opening debut, the single best CDL rookie debut we have ever seen, absolutely dominated the series and led the team to a 3-0 sweep over one of the best in Optic. Well, for the Thieves, that was not the case when they made their own changes for Temp, brought in Venom, also a young gun player, as they face off against currently, okay, they had a lot of struggles, all right? Stage 1, the worst team in Call of Duty, and I'm not lying about that. They look like they're turning around. Don't hate me, Ravens, but yes, LA Thieves, they make a change and they get beat by the worst team in Call of Duty League. And then even more so than that, it's actually the Ravens who finally get some wins on the board, and their social media guy was just waiting. As he says, at least Thieves aren't missing outside of the game. If you guys missed the video, they were throwing darts around. They actually hit the darts, so that was the joke. And also, we beat Gorillas last week and Thieves today, both the LA teams. Guess we know what the L in LA stands for. And you know it's a pretty bad performance when Nadeshot takes to Twitter and is like, yo, I'll suit back up. And if that ever did happen, he probably would be the first owner to ever sub back in for his team. That would be really cool, actually, now that I think about that. Like, can you imagine Hastro suiting back up and playing for the Empire? Whoa! Or Hex? Or Carl getting on the Can you imagine if that would happen? Very lastly, hey guys, hey, what's going on? Future Jake just checking in here really quickly. I also left out the brutal beatdown by the Atlanta FaZe to LA Thieves, which is expected, right? They're the best team in the CDL currently, but alongside that, a bunch of BMs that I'm leaving out of this video. Simp and Abizi shooting bodies, going for finishing moves. This happening after DCs and crashes. They still sweep the series in dominant fashion, and later Simp referring to the LA Thieves as league play. So that also happened this week. Anyway, all right, back to other Jake. I was just strolling through YouTube, thought I'd throw this one in there for the 100 Thieves terrible week. I don't know, controversial week. Of course, they were in the news a lot, so I guess that maybe it's good to make headlines. I was just scrolling through YouTube, watching some league videos. I saw Team Liquid say, like, this is a great champ for an apparel company like 100T. I mean, we saw Liquid take on TSM last week. If you guys missed the Steve versus Reggie fight, and now we got this, 100 Thieves had a crazy, crazy week. I am sure they will move on from this one, guys, just fine. But if you like these videos, make sure to leave a like or comment down below, because I really do enjoy recapping for the teams out there who experience so much in a short period of time. It's great to give you guys a little recap. What did you think about 100 Thieves week? Can they bounce back? Hopefully they can. You know what helps bounce me back? Coffee and water. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.